Hey, welcome back to Ground Pound. We are in our Week 5 picks. Mike, how are we doing so far in our picks, though?
Oh, I have the information for you. So, last week, which was Week 4, James Connelly once again on top with 11 picks right out of 16.
Connelly, Jim Tebow.
Oh, my God. And Kyle and I both had 10. So, that makes the season total so far. James with 37 in the lead, Kyle with 34, and Mike, myself, with 28.
Bringing up the caboose.
If we counted Week 1, I'm assuming I got at least 25 picks right that time. So
okay. All right. Well, Tennessee at Pittsburgh is the first game we have this week. I'm not going to give any reason, and I made picks like this a lot last year, but this is going to be my one out there pick. I'm going Tennessee.
I'm going to choose Pittsburgh just because they need a bounce back and it's at home.
I can't see Pittsburgh not making the playoffs with the talent they have, so I'm going to pick Pittsburgh.
Just getting up in the ranks a little bit more. Seattle at the New York Giants.
I'm going to choose the Giants as well because the Seahawks is below.
Well, I think Seattle's season last year was a little bit of a dream season with, Pete Carroll and all that hype building up. I don't think they're really good at all, and I'll pick the Giants at home.
True.
Cincy at Jacksonville. I'm going with the probably the ugliest NFL quarterback right now in Cincinnati.
Oh, is Andy Dalton not attractive?
Have you not seen Andy Dalton?
No, I'll get nightmares.
Do your
Please
picks,
don't show me.
yeah.
I'm going to choose Jacksonville just because I feel like Maurice Jones-Drew needs a big game, and what a better opportunity than with a struggling team like Cincinnati, even though they won.
Just, Chris Berman said his hair color is the same as Cincinnati's helmets, which is very embarrassing.
Well, that's gross.
It is. But I'm going to pick Jacksonville because they're at home, and Blaine Gabbert's been playing pretty well.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on, New Orleans at Carolina. I got the Saints in this one.
I got the Saints, and he has a picture of Andy Dalton. He's hideous. That is unbelievable.
Hideous.
That looks like Blake Griffin.
Wow.
That's a reference basketball. I'm going to pick Carolina at home. And I picked them as an upset last week, and it bit me. But I think that this week they're finally going to win at home.
What's the Saints? Okay.
Whatever. Okay, Oakland at Houston. I am going with Houston in this one.
I'm going with Houston. Did Andy Dalton dye his hair orange, or is he just naturally?
He's that.
Oh, my God.
He's hideous. Who did I used to say? Matt Schwab. I used to call him ugly. I apologize to Matt Schwab and his family.
Had a bald
because
spot at age 20.
Andy Dalton. Oh.
Anyway, your pick for Oakland, Houston.
Oakland, Houston, yeah, on a brighter note, I'm going to pick Matt's ugly face Schwab. And,
not anymore. He's not the ugliest man in the NFL
Second ugliest, whatever. I'll pick the Texans.
Philly at Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to use this in advantage. This could go either way, but I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going to go with Philly. They need to bounce back.
Philly has yet to establish themselves as a good team because they all play with attitude. They're all attitude players, Buffalo.
Kansas City at Indianapolis. I started picking Kansas City, but I remember last time Indianapolis played at home and they did pretty good, and I'm going to go with Indianapolis on this one.
I'm going to go with Indy, too, just because I feel like the Chiefs have been struggling with the pass rush. They have not been able to protect Matt Castle, and then what better way to have Dwight Freeney and Mathis be attacking you?
What are you, ESPN? Let's go.
Yes. Indianapolis is Peyton Manningless. Kansas City, 2 in a row. Let's hope.
We can only hope.
Arizona at Minnesota. I think Arizona is going to be pretty upset after last week's loss against the Giants, and I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals, too, just because they have a good pass rush, and McNabb has just been having balls down every time he throws
Too much of an internal struggle.
Yeah.
We think Arizona's on a rough loss. How about Minnesota losing to a winless team and have yet to win this year? I think Minnesota finally gets a win at home.
Tampa Bay at San Francisco. I think San Francisco, we weren't expecting this, and I think they're going to keep going. San Fran at home.
I would choose San Fran, but every time I choose against the Bucs, because I hate them, they always win, so I'm just going to go with the Bucs.
Trend in the NFL is young quarterbacks do not do good on the road, and San Francisco's having a great season, so continue to ride that winning streak.
New York Jets at New England. Look for us on the TV screen because we are going to be screaming for the Pats, and they're going to win.
I'm going to choose New England, too. After losing to the Jets in the playoffs, they're going to be fired up. And even after losing to them in Week 2 last year, they destroyed the Jets like 45-0.
They're going to take Sanchez out for the season.
We can only hope.
I hope Bart Scott can't wait for this game because he will regret waiting for this game when this game's over because I think it'll be a blowout. The Jets are totally out of sync and Sanchez cannot do anything.
Best explanation ever.
Can't wait to see Rex Ryan. San Diego at Denver. I'm going with the Chargers on this one because it's not Tebow time yet.
It's not until he starts, Chargers win.
Exactly. Until they put Tim Tebow in, they're not going to do much.
Aaron Rodgers, you dreamy SOB. You're so dreamy, and you're looking phenomenal this season. Green Bay at Atlanta. I'm going with the Pack.
I'm going to go with the Packers, too, because they have proven that they can beat the Falcons at home, a.k.a. last division playoff.
Yeah, Atlanta is a good home team, but Atlanta continues to get blown out against Green Bay, so Green Bay again.
Everybody hop on the Detroit Lions bandwagon. Now I've been on it for 3 years. Chicago at Detroit. We're going with the Lions on this one.
3 embarrassing years for James at that, but we're going to go with the Lions just because of that pass rush.
That is a brutal 3 years, James. I will say that. But Detroit at home, gotta love Matt Stafford.
Gotta love him. And gotta love that it's the end of the show. I'm Jim Tebow. This has been another awesome episode of Ground Pound. Stay tuned. Check FPTV 25 for updates. And enjoy your Week 5 of football. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week.